Good everyone. So today I'm about to visit my mom. Haven't seen her in a while, so that'll be nice. And spend some time with family. And then me and my wife are gonna check out the Short Hill Mall and have a gift card that I still need to use from Christmas time. So definitely need to get on that. Yeah, she's gonna make me some yummy food. And I'm excited to just hang out with you guys. And if you have any questions or if you have anything you want to talk about, usually on these drives, longer drives, I love listening to a lot of so let me see. I'm gonna disconnect some of this so it doesn't interrupt some of the live stream stuff. But usually on these drives, I'll listen to a podcast or listen to good music, but then the copywriting always messes you up when you're doing that. So the podcast is a little bit so this is going to be so awkward, but I'm going to re-listen to one of my interviews that I did this week so I can get better. So I'm going to comment on my own podcast. This is going to be so weird, but let's try it.
Everybody,
Oh
I'm really
god,
excited to
so
introduce
cringe.
Derek Dickens, who those of you who don't know, we have people already logging in, so welcome to the LinkedIn Live. Derek Dickens is a L&D leader. You've been a VP at numerous organizations with organizational development.
A little frazzled there.
And you have a very extensive background in leading organizations, a lot of financial services, and a lot of credit unions, as well as other. And I know that your latest.
Oh god,
LinkedIn
I should have just
article
read
was
straight
about
from the thing.
Everyday heroes. So I'm excited to introduce a lot of folks in my community who don't know who you are. And
It could be worse. Could be worse. I'll take it.
We'll get a lot of value from this live stream
Oh
as
my
well.
god.
Well, thank you very much for having me, and it's great to be here. And it's a passion of mine. I love everyday leaders, and so I'm looking forward to this conversation and maybe helping us
Derek
think a little bit
Dickens.
differently about leadership and development training. Because I think sometimes we're trying to do things, but maybe there's other things that need to happen. And I think everyday leaders is probably a concept that, at least how I've
Where are you guys watching
There's a lot of
from?
different things
It's
you've heard of.
10:12 a.m. here in the US.
So just let's give the listeners or viewers a sneak peek on what they're gonna get from attending this live stream. So it sounds like you'll be discussing. We'll go a little bit deep into your background, right? Just to see why you decided to speak on this topic, and then you're going to talk about the influence versus historical leaders, and why this topic of everyday leaders is important to you, right? So we're digging to folks like.
Yeah, go ahead. So I will. So background for me is, I've been tremendously influenced by a great leader. His name is my dad. And what I learned about my dad is that, first of all, he was a good entrepreneur. He was successful in small business, did a very good job at that, but he was also successful in the corporate world. But what I really learned about him, and what I kind of started seeing when I was doing leadership development classes, I used to ask people, who are the most influential people in their lives? And I started seeing there's some people saying, they would point to people like Martin Luther King Jr. I love Martin Luther King Jr. I love I Have a Dream speech. I listen to it every year on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. It's been tremendously influential on me. But I also heard from really high-level leaders.
I think my sister.
Who are nobodies in our minds. No one's ever writing a book about them, and then my dad's that case as well.
Hey Jenny.
And no one's writing a book about them. And I give one example is Michael
visiting
Jordan.
mom
When you ask
today
him who is his rock in life,
over.
he talks about his dad. And here's the greatest, disputably the greatest basketball player ever to live. His dad didn't teach him to be the greatest basketball player, but I'm gonna posit that without his dad, Michael Jordan wouldn't have been the greatest basketball player ever to live. And Michael Jordan says that, not me. I don't say that. And what did he learn about basketball? A little bit, but probably not as much as he learned about from some of his coaches and from some of his teammates. And so I started dividing these lines and saying that people are actually more influenced by everyday news who we know nothing about. And my fear is that we're losing that. And my fear is we're losing, and COVID has made this even greater and bigger problem. But we're
So just a reflection point, when I re-listen to myself, it's great for interacting with the human being in front of me when I'm doing those like acknowledgement but when I re-listen to it on a podcast, which actually the majority of folks will re-listen to it as opposed to the live stream. So I need to think, should I be more focused? Hey, what's up, brother? How's everything? Billions Talk. What up? It's 10:15 right now. Where you at? How was your day? We have a holiday, so we have off tomorrow. My exam was good. I hope gain a good result. Hell yeah, dude. What's the name of the exam again? Very good. Yeah, I was just reflecting. So I'm re-listening to one of my live streams that I did with learning and development. So the people that train the leadership team at these financial institutions. His name is Derek Dickens. Yeah. It's I'm doing well, man. It's been good. We played a lot of Diablo 4 this morning with my wife and I. We played till like 2 a.m. last night. So we reached level 50 already, which is pretty crazy. We did that in 2 days of playing Diablo. So that's wild. It is 10:16 a.m. How about yourself? So just, yeah, we've been playing way too much video games, but it's okay. Sometimes we go through stages because our 1 year of the PlayStation is coming up soon. And we were like trying to, oh man, my mustache. I think I need to buy a new blade. It's starting to get dull. I used to do like the physical shave. You reach your destination. Nah, dude, I still have like almost an hour. I'm visiting my mom. So I visit my mom every 2 or 3 weeks typically. So she usually cooks for me. She loves making pho, which is this Vietnamese dish. So I'm Vietnamese. She lives like near Philadelphia. If you guys don't know, that's like one of the that's where the birthplace of America is, because that's where we signed the Declaration of Independence. So she lives about 5 to 10 minutes from Philadelphia, pretty close, like right across the bridge, essentially. So yeah. Yo, Aniket, what's good, brother? How's everything? Aniket, Billions, we got the regulars here. I'm dissecting my live stream to try to get better. Long time no see, huh? Well, we got a 53-minute ride, so I'll be live streaming.
60-something% of people say
Doing well, my brother. Made progress for interviewing for a sales trainer role that I'm gonna be training tech sales reps, account executives. So that's gonna be really cool. I'm just proud of how that interview went, and to be able to get good money coming in again. She's doing well, man. We played a lot of video games yesterday, so let me know what video games you guys like to play. We're a big gamer family. Whenever I watch you live, I just leave everything, came here, bro, talking with you. Aw, dude, that's so nice. Yo, damn, yo, now there's like pressure. Minecraft? No way, really? Dude, that's hilarious. You can try PUBG. Wait, what does PUBG means in my free time? Yeah, me and my wife play a lot of video games. We played a crap ton of Borderlands, Tiny Tina, like a lot of the first person shooters, and then any games where you level up. PUBG. Alright, now I gotta look this bad boy up. What is PUBG? PUBG. Oh, Players Unknown's Battlegrounds. Oh, cool. All right. Oh, Battle Royale. Okay, so that's the one that everyone plays. Yeah. It's the one where all the kids, all the younger, well, I'm 36, so you guys might not seem like kids to yourself, but for a 36-year-old, I guess it feels young. So Samantha does play that sometimes. Yeah. We just bought we have a new TV, so it's nice to play video games because like the image is so much more crisp. That's cool, man. Battle Royale. Yeah, a lot of people play that. It's what's that dance everyone does? The floss. That's where the floss originated from, huh? Yeah, I haven't seen Rohan in like a couple of days. Maybe like 3 or 4 days. I was busy doing work, that's why. So, but I've been live streaming too. Just at nighttime, which for you guys is like would be not convenient time for you guys because it's when you guys are asleep typically.
Yeah, that's pretty profound, right? What you're saying reminds me of my wife, who I
talked about my wife.
We did this bonding exercise, and one of the prompts is like, hey, like, who are your heroes? Like, who are your heroes? Of course, I said Tony Robbins, like Tim Ferriss, Lewis Howes, like a lot of these famous podcasters and people that, and then I asked my wife, and she said her mom, her sister, and her dad.
What a beautiful contrast.
Heroes, like, you would consider them heroes? She's like, yeah, they're my heroes. And it blew my mind because I just assumed everyone else would say, like you said, folks like Michael Jordan or these prominent figures. But that was the first time, and it was my one.
Too many filler words. I need to slow down and just chill out.
And we do have a tendency to make it. We live like the celebrity culture now, and there's nothing wrong with like saying Muhammad Gandhi is a phenomenal person, and I wanted to learn lessons of leadership from him. There's nothing wrong with doing that. But where it becomes is that Muhammad Gandhi is not living for me. Muhammad Gandhi is not keeping me.
Talk about Gandhi.
He's not teaching me how to communicate in culture. He's not teaching me just the little things that my dad does. He teaches me amazing things.
How's your day, Aniket? What'd you do today? It's 6:30. Well, 7 o'clock. Close to 7 where you're at, I think.
Dirty clothes, work clothes. It's always for me to work. We're always working side by side. And
my laugh. I'm laughing at my own laugh. How freaking ridiculous is that? So if you got, I'm probably not. She says she's going to Phil. Oh, what?
Hey there.
My sister.
What about right here? And he pointed out to me.
Battle Royale.
That's leadership, right?
Chillin'? Nice. That's chill.
Leadership, we have to look at there's a concept of 70-20-10. A lot of people probably on this call know this.
Hey Jenny, I'm heading over to Mom's right now. Actually, I'll be there in like 45 minutes.
20% of what we do in leadership is.
That's my sister.
And 70% is real life action.
At least it's less cringy to listen to myself, whereas in the past I'd be like, it's like getting a little bit less cringe every time, but it's still weird to re-listen to yourself, not gonna lie.
And every week he meets with a whole bunch of guys.
What about you?
There's stories out there that need to be told. And I would love to be able to collect some of these things and actually one day tell some of these stories because they're out there. And it's not me, it's your dad.
The internet.
That's my wife, for instance, right? Like, there's a lot of things, like, to your point, like, she holds me more accountable than all of the celebrities that like combined, right? But if someone's asking me if you could choose one person, the question, like, if you could meet someone dead or alive, like, who would that one person be? Like, I would probably say, like, Anthony Bourdain, or, you know what I mean? Someone that's, like, more prominent, really. But I'm sorry to say this, honey, but I'm probably not going to choose you. But, you know what I mean? If someone's asking, but it's like, what that makes you think, like, it's like, oh, well, why isn't that the case, right? It's like, maybe I'm not present to the accountability. Maybe the accountability lands as nagging, or like, you know what I mean? It's a little bit harder to choose.
I'm laughing at myself.
In the world, like, ooh, like, that's a tough one.
Oh man, a lot of traffic during the holiday weekend.
So Tony is my uncle Tony. He's the one that gave me a hard time about not painting the right way, and he gave me a hard time. And he was laughing at me. He was ribbing me. It wasn't like coming across what this, but it creates a culture of like, hey, Derek, you just don't know what you're doing. I mean, and we're laughing about it. We're all having a good old time. Yeah, don't get Derek to paint your thing. But here, let me show you how to do it. But dad teaches us culture and how to interact with people. people without.
What
Yeah,
is
I'll
going
tell
on?
you, people who have everyday.
Someone's
leaders,
flopping their hands like this.
We have to do
I'm not
less
sure.
in the real corporate world to train them to be leaders, because they are learning those skills every single day. They're learning them in different contexts. It's just like with.
All right, so that's cool. All right, guys. So let me know, what's your favorite animal, and what's your favorite number and why. So we're gonna do random questions today. I would say my favorite animal, I used to always say cheetah, because like they're super fast, like they can run like 60 miles an hour or 100 kilometers for folks that are outside of the US. And my favorite number is 87. That's the year I'm born in. Yo, damn, you guys are born in the 2000s, right? Some of you guys that are watching. Oh my god, that is so weird. Oh my god, so crazy. Oh, so cringe. All right, I was able to listen to 5 minutes so far. Let's see.
He learned a lot of things before he got on the court, and now all he had to do was apply.
Trying to see what other interesting guests I want to have on the podcast.
What his dad is talking about his life, and that is what's going to make everyday culture. And it scares me because we have less of that going on. I hate to look at things and say, look how bad this culture is today, because we had it in my era as well. But we are stuck on our phones.
I just love listening to my laugh. Oh my god.
In previous generations, and I'll say my father's generations, they had the Elk Club, they had the Rotary Club, they had those kinds of things where they were always doing things together and developing those leadership skills. They had churches. Those aren't the things people are going to do, but they learn those skills there. And so
that's a good point, man.
I've listed out, I've talked about
good point.
Say, everyday leaders, individuals, they propel individuals to greater themselves, and they provide a community of people that is engaging and healthy. They serve individuals' goals and ambitions, and they're interested more than work stuff. They're interested in the entirety of who you are.
Who you are.
Organizational leaders, they're interested in the strategy.
Man, can't wait to eat some yummy foods.
Of successful projects.
Gotta work on my eating a little bit healthier during the week, but it's all good, man. Life is about enjoying yourself as well.
Everyday leaders are actually the ones who will develop the full person, not just the parts that get us the money to complete the project. And that is key on the everyday leaders.
That's profound, right? I mean, we were both obviously very invested in our corporate careers, so we both get it. It's interesting, right? Because I mean, I have this conversation with my clients a lot. They're like, well, why should I hire you? Like, why won't I just have a mentor at my organization? And I'm like, well, yeah, your mentor wants you to get promoted within the organization, right? But the moment you leave that organization, like I hate to say you're dead to them, but like they're no longer invested in your success, usually, like most of the time, right?
Yeah.
And so they have a vested interest in you getting promoted because that makes them look good. Not to say like mentorship's not important, like it's definitely one of the main pillars that I recommend, but there's a difference between having an objective coach who has it doesn't matter where you go, right? Like I have no vested interest in that. I just want what's best for you. Versus, I have five mentors at my organization, all different directors and above and senior VPs, etc. But they want me to succeed within the context of the value I provide to TriNet or LinkedIn or whatever organization.
And you're exactly right. But your everyday leaders are invested in that. So when I wanted to get into LinkedIn years ago, there's a guy. His name's Mike. I met him outside of the
damn, that's going a little fast.
And I got to be friends with Toastmasters. I got to be friends with him through Toastmasters. And he just kind of started mentoring me. And he'd be calling me up.
Toastmasters, that's where it's at.
Encouraged me to do different things.
Definitely helps a lot, public speaking.
I wanted to get into it.
Have you ever done Toastmasters? Let's say, I think all left. Yeah, I think Billion's left. What about you, man? What do you want to talk about today? Do you have any questions for me? Would love to, any conversation you want to have. Let's do it. Let's do it.
And then when my chance came, I was ready to hit that home run. and the chance came in with one of the organizations and I was able to go there. That's what
Where?
Mike
I'm
did.
trying to see
That's what Mike did.
where do you think I should take my wife? An ice cream place, a matcha place,
I tell
North
people, I say,
Jersey,
any situation
or
you're
watch
in,
or checking out the beautiful New York skyline, taking a walk, or going to the park. Let me know what you guys think.
And I
It's a
find
good
some great
idea.
everyday leaders are not the great leaders. But I will say great everyday leaders.
Questions? You didn't reply.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's profound.
do I play?
And have you
No, I
ever
don't play that
seen
game.
the difference where, like, you're
Is that your
almost-
question?
sometimes these corporate leaders-
Oh, how's Rohan?
I hate to generalize, but
Dude, that's a good question. I can't contact. I don't have any way of contacting him. So
sometimes even
the
non-existent,
question
they're
that-
just suffering
yeah.
because it's just a lack of attention or prioritization.
Oh wait, what question is that?
I'm gonna choose working
What are you
80 hours
referring to?
versus, like, being there for my kid. I can't generalize, like, but oftentimes, like, the higher up you go, right? It's like, hey, there was a sacrifice, there was a cost for them to get to that, and that's
And we all know those leaders, we know those CEOs are phenomenal CEOs. But I would never want to be that close of a friend with them. And I would not want to open a beer and have a beer with them because they're just not that great people to be around. And so they're I'll say the CEOs I look at have the whole package. I worked for one CEO. He did the same thing. He still went to his hometown every week. He lived in the New York area and went to his hometown every week to still have.
It hurts. What happened?
With his old
Did it get deleted? What happened?
And they were still.
I think when people.
I'm not going to mention his name.
Oh, what
But
happened?
he is very well known.
Unless it
And
it
he
got
would still do
deleted.
that every single week.
Can you
Now,
retype it?
That's saying something. And that's the kind of people we want to have in that everyday leaders.
Aw. And a kid.
Yeah, so it's interesting because when we chase the next, like, promotion and then higher up you go, there's a lot of these influencers that are, famous business icons that always say, hey, so you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And so it makes you think, aren't they saying that, oh, I shouldn't spend more time with my mom, my dad?
I said,
my
you
kids?
texted
Like,
you.
does that mean I should hang out with other CEOs?
Oh,
It's
I read.
like-
Did you check?
It's almost like a cliche now.
I
right?
think
So
I
it's
sent
like
you a
the average
message
of 5
this
people
morning.
spend the most time
Well,
with
morning
them.
for me.
So if you're the CEO.
See if you-
your
see
Jack
if,
Welch, does that mean you shouldn't spend time with
Yeah,
your-
let me know if you
your
received my
relatives, your
message.
cousins? Like, so that's always interesting.
But
I
let
just
me
did
change
it,
that phrase just a
like,
little
I think
bit,
like
'cause
an
that's a
hour
great
ago.
phrase.
Check.
But let's change it in the sense that
Oh,
we should
I texted
these other
you.
people that we're around.
Yeah, check
What
this
is it
morning. I
about
sent you a
them
message this
What are
morning.
their strengths that we should be focusing on? I'm a big fan of strength finders and gifted strengths, and I'm a big fan of looking at that. So when I look at my
installed.
dad, I don't.
Oh,
look at
you
my dad,
uninstalled it?
never-
Oh,
never
no.
Be able to get up and do a presentation.
Yeah, I
do that for a
basically
living,
just said,
right? Like, he will never be.
let me see what I said to your response. Well, you sent me some funny videos, I think I remember. So, yeah, I just said I was hanging out with my wife, visited my family, and yeah, and then I said one video. I said, oh, that's pretty funny, and then yeah. So I think you sent me 3 videos. So yeah, I did respond back to it, but yeah, I don't. I have seen. Oh, sorry, I have seen your reply. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know how, dude. Sometimes I could see why you uninstall it, right? Because I think sometimes too much social media, in my opinion, is somewhat unhealthy. So I try not to do it too much. But yeah, usually give me 24 hours to respond because there's times where I don't check social media as much because sometimes it can be quite overwhelming. But yeah, I didn't mean any harm by that, so I'm sorry if you felt like. But yeah, but just to set expectations. Usually, I'm not gonna be able to respond like right away, depending on what I'm doing, especially if I'm driving, right? It's kind of addictive. Yeah, exactly. That's why. Honestly, that's one of the reasons why I not to spend too much time on it because like sometimes like it's like kind of like a drug. So I try not to do as much of it, But yeah, dude, it's crazy. People, I think too many people are way too addicted to social media. I personally like social media sometimes, but it's only in moderation, you know. But yeah, I don't have any way to contact Rohan, so I have no idea what he's up to. Hope he's doing all right. He's a good dude. He's funny as hell. Your internet. Oh really? Oh no. Even right now. Sorry to hear that. Yeah. It's not that great sometimes, depending on where I'm driving. It could be better.
Get up in front of 100 people,
back to listen to myself.
1,000 people, 10 people, and give a presentation. But where's my dad is strong?
Yeah.
And when we look
Okay.
at everyday leaders, what we should be doing as
Huh.
saying, what strengths
Yeah.
are they bringing to
The internet.
How can I learn from those
How's your day
strengths to
today?
strengthen myself?
Yeah, it was good. I feel like it was chill. Like, we haven't played video games in a while. It's like we go through stages, my wife and I. Sometimes we play like a lot of video games, and then I visited the in-laws, so they made some barbecue for us. So we ate what did we eat? Some chicken wings, some barbecue ribs, a lot of meat, some potato salad, apple salad as well, which is one of my wife's favorite dishes because it's a little bit of sweet. Yeah, what about you? Would you eat? I like food is one of my favorite things in the world. So I'm always thinking about food. Yeah. But it's been chill. I'm just excited to get back into the game. We have off tomorrow, so that'll be pretty laid back. I have coaching. Oh, there's a police here. Can you ask it again? Oh, I said, what? Do you enjoy eating? What's your favorite type of food? And are you thinking about food as much as I am? I'm always thinking about food. As you can tell, I'm always chewing on something. Say hi to him. Yeah. I gotta. Rohan, if you're watching this, you're my homie. First time I haven't seen you on the live stream in a while, but you're probably busy. Oh, mutton curry. Ooh. So I like eating a lot of Thai curries, like the green curries. Curry is good. And then I like eating the curry that you eat with potatoes, and I like the medium spice curries. I don't like it when it's too crazy, because then I'm like the whole time I'm like and then I'm just like dying, and then I'm like I can't even think. I'm just like, dude, I'm dying. I need to drink milk. Yeah, especially when the aunties are like, they're like making fun of me because I can't eat spice. We all have that one friend that's like, he or she eats a lot of spice, and then every time you hang out with them, they're like, oh, there's nothing to me. Oh, there's nothing to me. One of my friends, Pearson's like that. Every time he's like, oh, it's not that spicy, and everyone's like dying, and he's like, oh, this is not that bad. This is not that bad. The aunties, you know what I'm talking about? You all know those aunties that are like, they love making fun of you. That's one of the things they love doing. The aunties. You guys, I'm sure. Who's your favorite aunties? I have one kind of. Oh yeah? What's her name? What is she like? Yeah, I have my aunts are cool. I have like an aunt that is always working. I feel like aunties are interesting, right? I feel like there's always that auntie or that uncle who's always gossiping. There's always like, oh, and then, oh, do you have a friend? We all have that one friend that's like, you didn't hear this from me, but, and then they drop bombs and gossip. Rohan, my dude. What's good? We were just talking about you. Niraj and Anub. Yo, Anakin got offended that I didn't get back to him. So he just said that it's hurtful when you don't respond. Aunties are not allowed in my life. Too much rain. Oh yeah? Oh, I guess it's raining a lot by you guys. Luckily, it finally stopped raining. Thank God. So this weekend. Yeah.
And so with my dad, and I'll say the same thing with Michael Jordan's dad.
Listening to
Michael
Everyday
Jordan's
Heroes.
dad is not the best basketball player ever in the world, but he has influenced his son.
My
dad is not the best person
my
in the
no
world.
single drop
And so
in
I
my
think we should
area.
look at
Oh,
But
okay.
everyday leaders, if you want to be everyday leaders,
Interesting.
we go in every situation.
Auntie Anka is a auntie girl. I love
Whether
that.
it's a family reunion, whether
Oh
it is,
shit! I've never heard of
going
that.
out to get ice
That's
cream with
funny.
kids, whether it is meeting
That's
someone
funny,
on the
dude.
street. You are a leader in everyday life. And a lot of
Oh
times
my
leaders,
God.
when we go out the front doors, or we
Yo,
drive
you
the
ever
street,
drive so
we'll
fast
drive
that the
cars,
bug
so
just gets
we
squashed,
start
like
leaders.
squat when it hits your
Everyday leaders
windshield?
is looking, how can
Dude,
I
I guess there's a lot of bugs now. The bugs just go splat
have that
when they
happen?
hit my windshield.
Those are the people going to.
That's gross.
And I will say this: it goes beyond.
When I'm going really fast.
I've got nieces and nephews around here. I've got a grandbaby now, and I oftentimes see people ignore the kids. But the everyday leaders look at this as, how can I influence
Oh, man.
the kids that are running around
I gotta,
and talking?
man,
How can I influence all
gotta crush
generations
these
to be
waters.
that leader, maybe that mentor?
So
And
Rohan,
maybe I'm
how's
not
your
a
day?
mentor
How's everything?
basketball, but I could be a
Anakin
mentor.
was getting worried about you. He's like, yo, I haven't seen Rohan. Is everything okay?
Even when you're not very lovable at times.
Made a lot of money. Oh, snap. Dude, if you converted to US dollars, how much money did you make in 3
This
days?
is my hypothesis.
I'm curious.
Let me know if you find this to be accurate. But it's often sometimes the folks that are at the highest level, right? There's a bit of politicking that goes around, right? That means visibility, or hey, I'm the lead on this, but this is my idea. Like I was the
Now I'm curious how much
person,
money you
right?
made.
Sometimes the more ego.
Yeah, my helmet likes
But
butt.
to your point,
Oh, do you guys drive a
everyday
motorcycle?
leaders, They don't care who gets the credit.
Your
They're
best-
just there to serve.
Tell your
And
bestie,
sometimes
Rohan.
the ones that are super quiet, that
Besties.
they're the ones that
I
hate,
guess
like,
you guys are my
that's all
besties
I had
now.
to do with it. That's
Billion
everyday
Talks
leader,
swung
right?
by
Those are the
a
folks
few.
that,
Billion
yes, they
Talk
might
has
not
been
have
pretty
the
consistent
title,
as well,
they
so I
might not
appreciate
make
you
the
if you're
money,
watching
but
this
they're just
Billion Talk.
genuinely there. They're just
We got
happy,
Meow,
like,
we
hey,
got
congratulations on your
Af-
promotion. And
Afna,
they
or
take credit for it.
Afa.
And you know that
We got like
had
6 or
to
7
start
solid
this.
regular
Just very
live
humble.
streamers. Good
I
stuff.
have a cousin who is he's a chief experience officer, I believe, for a major organization.
Oh yeah?
His mom,
Motorcycle?
I was talking to his mom last
Yeah,
night.
motorcycle
She was telling me,
is
she
fun
says,
when you
I
drive
keep
the
a
vroom
thing
vroom.
for all of my kids,
Boring
all their
day.
successes.
The
And
market
he's
was
going right
closed.
now out of the country going to get
Hollywood?
this big
Wait,
merger.
what's Hollywood?
He's sending the
Now I'm
chief
curious.
Experience officer, your mom wants you to send some things of what you're doing so she can keep this record of who you are.
Aw.
She's interested in his success, and this is a great thing that he's doing. And I'm like, you embarrass him, but you do that. He just sends me the stuff he wants, and it's a pretty big merger. It's getting pretty big headlines, and he's doing
Nice.
a good job with this. But again, you're right.
Hey, Rohan, what do you miss most about your dad? I'm curious. Bye bye, bro. We'll meet tomorrow. Oh, you're heading out? Alright, brother. Deuces. Oh, no, oh, okay. No worries, man. True businessman never reviews the money. Is that true, huh? Okay. Have a safe.
That gets you only so much.
No worries.
Everyday leaders are
Holiday?
Everyday leaders are
Oh, the holiday.
They're seeing how they can influence you. And
Oh, instead of Hollywood, I see.
It's like, I just want to hear all the successes that
And it's interesting, right? So you said every
Anakin does not agree.
folks, right? You can't lead with just one person, right? So a lot of times those people that are always singing your praises, they're just like, oh my God, Derek, you're so amazing. Like, wow, like that's so cool. It's like we forget that
keyboard kidding.
Validator, give you that confidence and
Rohan, any random weird questions you want to ask me? You come up with the best questions always.
Everyone else gets, there's folks that are often talked about, but like to your point, like your mom and dad have way more of an influence than someone that, a lot of times died 300 years ago, but people are still talking about them.
Yeah, and here's the thing, it doesn't have to be mom and dad, because I know a lot of times we have broken families right now. And a lot of people don't have a mom or a dad, or either. My mom was an orphan. She grew up in an orphanage, and I wrote an article on my LinkedIn page about, she's from Puerto Rico. They immigrated. Puerto Rico's part of the United States.
I've been doing more LinkedIn lives.
They immigrated here.
Which is good. A lot of people have been attending those, so that's been nice.
And
grow my LinkedIn following.
But I
Almost at 19,000 followers already, which is wild.
That I was influenced by. And so sometimes you can buffer that by having other people come alongside of you. And I tell people, this is a couple things you can do really easy to make sure you're influenced by people. First of all, get together with people on a regular basis that will make fun of you.
I guess too early for my sister.
But encourage
oh, my mom called.
Time.
Oh, shit.
And I've got a couple of those groups. One of them I meet with every month.
Ma'am? Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, cứ đi làm thôi. No, I'm coming. I'm driving to you. I'm visiting you first. You down? What do you mean? What? Yeah. Oh. Tại sao cực mẹ sợ con cực hả? What do you mean? Mẹ muốn đi đâu? Thêm 15 phút nữa. Ok. Mẹ có làm đồ ăn không? Ok. 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 Okay. Bye, mommy. Yo, that was a lot of chaos. I don't know if that's what happens when you talk to a family, but there's always a lot of chaos. My mom. That's funny. So yeah, Rohan, what's going on? What are you looking forward to this week? Have you watched any good movies lately? What is an interesting topic? What's a topic that you've never thought about before? Oh, that's an interesting question. So yeah, I'm 14 minutes away from where my mom is. Continue on the Everyday Heroes.
A group of guys, and I will tell you what, if they're not harassing me about something, then something's wrong. But
why do I love my laugh so much?
They are all successful, but a couple of them are retired, but they're all successful business people, and we really do encourage one another and get there. I think doing that, you find ways to invest in other people. Look to people that you can invest in and say, I'm going to put a lot of time and energy into them, but try not to be everything to them. One of the things I think mistakes mentors make is they say, oh, I'm the end all of everything. And what I tell people when I'm working with them, I was like, this is where I specialize in. This is what I'm good at. Find someone for these other areas. That I can't do that. And I try to get them to focus in on that. But find those other people. But then also
mentors. Who are some of your mentors, Rohan?
I was a professor for a while.
Who would you say is the top 3 mentors in your life?
That's
a great question.
Network well.
Yeah.
We're more likely to get promoted than those who did not. It wasn't
40-year-old
about
man
knowledge, it
makes
wasn't about job skills.
13-year-old girl who is
and the
orphan
statistics
pregnant.
are amazing out there.
Oh,
Your
what?
job should be out there.
That's such a random question, bro. How would I know?
And what you're going to do by doing
All
that.
right, let me try to answer this. What should do with that man? I mean, shit, that man should go to jail, right? I mean, that's not cool. Damn, that's crazy. Why? Do you know? Is that something that happens in India sometimes? Oh, I see. So what happened to the man? Now I'm curious. I mean, I guess that happens sometimes, but kind of messed up, right?
You're going to help them get promoted quicker and faster and further because they will be learning skills from you that you don't even need to teach because it's just part of your everyday life.
Damn, bro. How'd you feel about the whole incident? Sounds like that made you very mad.
What are your thoughts on, because you're right, you know, I've also come from, like, my dad wasn't around most of my life, and, you know, a lot of beating, but my parents
hey, thank you for the like.
refugees from the Vietnam War, so, you know, being exposed to a lot of that.
Oh,
most
man.
of my Vietnamese friends also have never had a dad, or, you know, so, but I think sometimes that could also be like a very big lesson, right? Because in what we experience and what we don't want can also be a huge driver in wanting to learn and wanting to grow, and so I think sometimes not having that, it can also be a powerful teacher as well.
There's more to overcome. There's definitely more to overcome if you don't have that. But I agree with you. What we would do if you don't have that, what I would encourage you to do is try to find ways to get that.
Yeah.
And so there was
which is what you guys doing through YouTube's. What happened?
Family situations that
I don't know what happened. I stopped watching the news. That's good. Dude, news is like so bad for you, in my opinion. Most news is not healthy.
That they had, and that person really did help me from the time I was 7th grade to the 9th grade. Some of those formative years where, you know, everything that could go wrong is going wrong with it in a guy's life. And Brett was a tremendous influence. And after that, I networked with somebody at church named Denny, and he took me through college. And these people helped, but you can find that. But but it can't be done. I don't think it can be done well on Zoom. I don't think it
crazy
can be done
stuff,
well,
man. Yeah, so you rather watch YouTube instead. I guess somewhat more productive, depending on who you watch, right?
And hike a mountain. Go out and
yeah, I don't watch the news at all. It's crazy. I have no idea what's happening right now sometimes because I don't watch the news.
That's a good point, right? Like,
I'd rather listen to podcasts or interview interesting people instead of spending that time. 37. Yeah, I'm about to be 37 in July. In July, I'll be 37. And the last day of July.
Just like, hey, what are you up to?
What? That's such a random comment.
Even like the small little interactions. I remember, like, I got into Rutgers.
Yeah. Much love, yo. Much love. -3? Oh, you think I'm 34? I'll take it, man. That's a compliment. I'll take it.
One desk person was like, wow, you got into Rutgers? Like, oh my god. Like,
+3, 40. Damn, you think I'm 40, bro? Shit. I mean, time flies by, man. Before we know it, I'll be 40. Oh my god, I can't even imagine being 40 at this time. Ugh, just got the chills.
Like an everyday leader was like just like a very enthusiastic, like a very simple, you know, couple-minute interaction, but it made me feel like, wow, like that I feel proud that I've got into Rutgers, you know.
You should feel proud of getting into Rutgers, but that's an everyday leader who encourages you and develops you. That's a perfect thing that you have. And can you imagine Michael Jordan's father when he got
40-year-old? That man was 40-year-old.
And could you imagine?
Wait, what do you mean? Which man?
The influences Rosa Parks had in her life to do what she.
You talking about Anakin?
Could you imagine the leadership and who influenced?
All right, 7 minutes. Let's see.
Could you imagine those people? Those are the people I want to know more about. I want to know more about
Laugh
who
out loud.
Martin Luther King, that he would be able to go up and say that I have a dream speech, and he could give that speech.
Laugh out loud. My mom was like, "Hey, how about I'll just pay you to drive me around everywhere today?" That's funny. Have a good day, babe. I'll miss you. I love you. Don't forget to eat, okay? That was a hint is enough for an intelligent man. This guy speaking in riddles now, like you're the Riddler or something like that. Damn, that was fast. Dude, live streaming makes time go by so much faster than if I didn't do this. So thank you for keeping me company, y'all. Yeah, she said how much she gonna pay.
It changed the entire society. I want to know who influenced him. Those are the people I think are
laugh out loud. I guess I'll ask her. Cutie.
We will never know.
You're so cute, babe.
Never know their name.
I guess she wants to spend time with me.
Those are the people that are most important.
Yeah.
That man, 40-year-old.
It sounds like your father.
And then David 40 after 40 Dan.
That
wait, which man you talking about? You talking about the guy I interviewed on the podcast?
Would you say there were a couple profound moments?
Oh, this guy is definitely older than 40. That's for sure.
So, that's a great question. With my dad, so there's been so many profound moments, but recently he and my stepmother were married for 40 years.
Rohan, what are you excited about tomorrow?
She died.
Let me take a guess. You made $500 US over the last 3 days. Is that accurate? Let me know. Was it through options trading or was it through Forex? What was it from?
We go into a restaurant. The restaurant people come from behind the counter and they give us all hugs and they say, "Hey, the food's on us today." We're having today. Kroger is delivering for us free food because of the impact my dad and our family has had.
Aww.
And that's kind of what started that profound moment. Saying, so my dad will wake up.
Oh, this is Mutani.
He will mow.
That looks like almost like an Indian.
He mows like
in oil company. I've never heard of Mutani before.
Many of them don't even pay him for it. There was a lady up the street for years. She lived up the street from him. He was older, much older than he was, and she didn't. When something went wrong in her house, who did she call?
Who did she call?
He didn't call anybody else, and he'd go and he'd fix a plumbing problem or whatever.
And you picked
never
up.
Okay. And I was seeing this, that my dad was big about
Costco,
big about investing in people, big about all this stuff that people. That lady, her own son says, "I think my mom loves me
okay.
more than she loves
my
me."
mom.
And there's a lot of truth to that because he had such an influence on everybody. One time there was a couple moved in, they had a new baby, and they couldn't afford much. And my dad's over there working on their house, mowing their lawn, charging them for anything.
What is going on?
And I see this outpouring of people who absolutely
at the yeah. Bị pick up hả?
Dũng đang bên Costco rồi Dũng bỏ cái xe để nó làm wheel.
Where are you? Bây giờ tới chưa? Are you there?
Dũng đang Costco á.
Okay. Yeah, I'm 5 minutes away.
Okay. You want anything from Costco?
Oh no, I'm okay. Thank you.
Đang lấy kỳ nó đang mua hot dog.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, go. All right.
Okay, I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. 5 minutes away from Costco. Oh man, I keep forgetting my phone was on silent. Sorry, my phone was on silent. Alright, I guess I'm picking up my uncle. Let's see how much money is made in the month of March. March? Wait, what? What do you mean March? What does March have to do with this? Silly Rohan.
Come to us and say, you have influenced us and you have impacted us.
All
and
right.
the whole community has kind of come around this. And I'm like, my dad can't, my dad gets bored with conversations after 10 minutes, but everyone knows he cares for them. He'll do anything for them. And there's a moment on
that's sweet.
because my sister got a new house. she needed some work done in the crawl space.
Whoa,
My
whoa!
brother
I
and
just
I
drove
are
past by
professionals.
my one of my old
Things
workplaces.
in our hand. He's pretty
It's
successful
a
in
law
his business
office now.
and all the things he's done. And
New
my dad
financial
goes to my
year,
brother and says,
David.
"Hey, I need to visit the crawl space. I'll
Oh,
take you all day on Saturday."
wait,
My
you guys
brother
have a
said,
different financial
"Dad,
year than everyone
I really
else?
don't want to do this."
Is that how that
My
works
dad looked
in
at him.
India?
He said, "It just
You
doesn't
do
have
it in
anything to do with it."
March?
He says, "Well, we'll remember that next time."
Interesting.
That Saturday, my brother was
I didn't know that.
doing everything there, and that is the kind of leader my dad is. You don't say no to my
Whoa.
dad often, but that's the kind of leader my dad is. My dad is a phenomenal leader
Huh.
that the whole community has been turned on to.
Whoa.
That's the kind of
What?
leaders I want to see.
Oh,
Dude,
dude, good to know, man. Good to know.
People older than him, people younger.
Wait,
Those
but
are
you
what
planned that
purpose-
far
I
out
started
ahead?
thinking about that. I said, I
That's
think
like
my
pretty
dad
far out, no?
is
Isn't
a
it just
more
May?
influence every day.
So the year just
And I
started
love
for you.
Ken Blanchard. Ken Blanchard, Ken Blanchard may have organizational, but my dad's influencing people in real life every single
Cool.
day. And as much as I love Ken Blanchard,
5 minutes
he will
away.
never come and crawl into my crawl space. My dad will.
I have a theory about what you just said. I do think the more public figures, right? I hate to say it's more transactional. but in order
Financial
to
year,
kind of get to that level of
baby.
fame where you're-
Financial year,
typically
not Happy New
you're traveling
Year.
a lot more, you're not really
My
home
dude,
all the
always
time,
about
like,
on that money
you're
grind.
burning the midnight oil,
Dude must be a millionaire,
guys,
making
like,
millions every
so,
year, bro. Or
you know, at
you
home,
must be
they
making
probably
millions
get-
every month
I-
at this rate.
I've read enough millionaire biographies to see that, like, you know, everyone knows like billionaires have high divorce percentages, right? There's probably a reason, like, yes, like they invested so much energy and they impact people in terms of they help other people make more money, organizations more money, the bottom line, stock shareholders, etc. But to your point, like the folks that
Everything
that I
but
know
dreams.
that love their parents, like
But
my
drama.
wife, for instance, like, she
What do you mean
loves
by
her
drama?
mom and dad.
I don't know drama?
To your point, like, you know, they go to
What?
church for
What does
good
that
people,
mean,
but
bro?
they're not, you know,
I don't
doing, like,
understand. I don't
podcast
understand
episodes
drama.
every day and have millions of subscribers. Right? They're just, you know, but to in the eyes of the three.
Thank you. I know everything. I'll take that.
Why
I'll
I think
take
they're
that as a
specific,
compliment.
They're like heroes. Like they're just like perfect parents, right? But to your point, no one really talks about that. And in some cases, like a lot of us, we take our parents for granted, right? It's like well, they're supposed to like sacrifice everything for us. Like that's what parents do. But it's like
Oh,
really
too many
being
filler
present
words. I
and
need to
acknowledging
slow
that
down.
versus,
Calm
taking it
down.
for granted.
Chill out.
Yeah, and I think it's acknowledging that, and I also think of saying.
All right, guys. Well, just got to the Costco. So I'll see you guys.